I'm doing pretty good, actually. Normally, when I record these things, I'm on like my third or fourth cup. This is my second. That's good. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another irregular vlog update for my writing on my coffee page. My vlogs are normally uploaded like around the first week of the month, not as consistently as it's supposed to be, but whatever. Here we are, happy May. Instead of posting these just on my coffee page, I've also decided to upload them on my YouTube channel. So, hi, YouTube. If you're new here, whether it's from YouTube or my coffee page, then hello, welcome. I'm Rachel. I'm a cozy fiction author trying to break into the gaming industry as a game writer and narrative designer. Most of my updates will be about my experiences as an author, my self-publishing journey, but I will probably start talking a little bit more about my time in the gaming industry as well. I don't know if a lot of you will be interested in that, but it still all ties into writing. And I've learned a lot while trying to break into the gaming industry. And I think it's all useful things for writers, whether you're writing books or something else. And I think it's just interesting to know. So I'll probably be sharing stuff about that. Not as often. The coffee page will still be mostly for my books and my self-publishing journey. But don't be surprised if you hear me talk video games every once in a while. Okay? Okay. With that said, I did want to go over some coffee updates before I get into the actual writing stuff. First, and I mentioned this in my mid-month writing update for April, so if you already saw that, I'm about to repeat myself. Sorry. But I thought it was worth noting that the vlogs are going to stay free for everybody and available for the public. It's going to be on my coffee page as well as my YouTube channel. But the mid-month writing updates are going to be exclusive to coffee and they're going to be behind a paywall. So if you're a caffeinated club member, you can read it. If you've supported me at all with a one-time donation, even if it was just once, you'll be able to see it. But if you just follow the page for free or whatever, you won't be able to see it. And the reason I did this is because my coffee page is basically like my email list or my newsletter, whatever you want to call it. And I was trying to think of more exclusive things I could share with my supporters and my caffeinated club members. So this way I could be a little more specific with my mid-month writing updates and share a little more details about my work without, you know, I mean, that's it. There's no but, there's no and. That's the end of the sentence. I don't know why I talk like that. I talk like whatever. And the reason I did that is because my coffee page acts as my email list or my newsletter or whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to think of more exclusive things I could share with my caffeinated club members and my supporters. So the reason those updates will be behind the paywall is because, well, it'll just allow me to share a little more details and go a little more in depth in those writing updates than what I have been doing. So I could share a little bit more with those who financially support me. Next is the content schedule. I am going to try to have a schedule. Right now, it's really just the vlogs at the first week of the month and then the mid-month writing updates in the middle of the month, hence mid-month. And those aren't even consistent, but I'm going to try to be consistent from now on. And I'm also going to start adding more things to the shop, whether it's short stories or flash fiction, or I have a couple of other ideas along those fiction things that I don't think I'm ready to share just yet. And there's also going to be like PDF stuff, you know, like I have that planning a mystery or planning a crime for your mystery novel. That PDF is super popular. So thank you to everybody who has downloaded it. I hope it's worked for you. I hope you've used it and you like it. So I'll be adding more PDF stuff like that. So speaking of writing, right now I am knee-deep in Happily Ever Afterlife, which is book 2 of the Grim Reaper Files. If you haven't seen book 1, called Apparitions Anonymous, it is available in my coffee shop and it's also available on Amazon and like all the other places. All the other places. I'll leave a link in the description. You can see it if, I mean, You can get it cheaper on my in my coffee shop if you're interested in buying it. I gotta throw that out there because it's like the obligatory buy my book type of thing. Anyway, I'm knee deep in the sequel, and I thought of a third book idea. That's not gonna happen. I'm I'm what's the phrase? What's the phrase? I'm standing my ground. God damn. That's it. That's it. Apparitions Anonymous was never supposed to have a sequel. It was just supposed to be a standalone short story collection, and then the Grim Reaper had to go ahead and get sentient on me. So I had to do a sequel because otherwise it would just be sad for the Grim Reaper. And then I wrote one of the stories I wrote in Happily Ever Afterlife gave me an idea for a third book. I'm not going to write that third book. It does not need to be a trilogy. It didn't even need to be a duology in the first place. But the idea is still present in my head, and I think I should write it. So, not anytime soon. I gotta finish Happily Ever Afterlife first, of course. But I think I will probably end up writing a short novella or an extra short story surrounding this idea. And that will probably be available just on coffee for my supporters and caffeinated club members. I haven't fully decided yet, but it'll probably just be an extra aftermath type short story for my supporters on coffee. But anyway, I got derailed. I was talking about Happily Ever Afterlife. Yeah, so I'm almost done with it. Almost done with it. I was supposed to be done with it a couple of months ago, and then I got super sick, and I just whatever. So I'm this close. I'm this close to finishing it. So next steps for that, aside from editing and all that fun stuff, I am going to try to get the book cover done this month. Or I'm going to reach out to the cover artist. I don't know what her availability is going to be like, so it might not actually be done this month. But that's next steps. Either by the end of this week or next week, I'm going to reach out to her and get the ball rolling on that. And then it's really just editing. I love how I have this blurred background so you don't see the box and the styrofoam in the background. And it keeps whatever. Excuse the mess. I got a new gaming PC that we're in the process of setting up. I say we, my sister. My sister is in the process of setting it up. Anyway. So when Happily Ever Afterlife is complete and I get to start the editing process, I'll probably take a week off. So because I can't be bothered to work on just one project at a time, while I edit Happily Ever Afterlife, I'm going to start the writing process of Anxietea, which is book one in my Perk Up Cozy Mystery series. Except I'm not going to be writing Anxiety in novel format. I'm going to write it as a script. And there's a couple of reasons for this, why I'm doing this. One of the reasons is that I do want to improve my script writing skills because script format is the industry standard when writing for video games, and I want to practice it. The second reason is because I am terrible at description. We all know this. We all know this. That's why Apparitions Anonymous is set in a void. Haha. I found a workaround for that. Anyway, I thought it might be easier for me if I wrote the first draft as a script so that I could just get the whole plot down. And then when I edit it and then for draft two, I can put it in manuscript format while editing it, and I can figure out where to add the details or the extra details and where to add the description and whatnot. It might be more work for myself. I don't know. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway. It'll be an interesting challenge. It'll be an interesting experiment to see what the heck happens with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get through the first draft faster. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But the third reason is that there was a contest that I want to submit to, and it is a script writing contest. I don't expect I will win because this is the first script I've written in a long time. I did used to write scripts like back in the day, I haven't written a script in a long, long time, and I'm sure a lot of things have changed. But I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring anyway, because why not? I think that's it on the writing front. There's also a third project I'm going to be working on. It's a video game. If you guys are interested in hearing about that, I probably will talk about it at some point, but I'm keeping myself busy. There's never any worry about that. I'm keeping myself busy. It's probably why I got sick for an entire month, but whatever. What else do I have? I have things on my list. I wrote notes. Website. My website. There's really nothing. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is something I didn't write down, but it's something that recently changed. Jetpack broke on me. If you were subscribed to my website, and by subscribe to my website, I mean you signed up to get email notifications whenever I publish a new post, I apologize in advance, or not advance, I just apologize because Jetpack broke. The way when you subscribe, it's through Jetpack, which is a WordPress thing. And I had the newsletter thing set up, and that was just for email notifications when I publish a new post. And it decided that even if I scheduled a post, it was just like, hey, you want to tell everybody about it. So it was sending people emails when I scheduled a post. Like I'd be scheduling podcast episodes like 2 months in advance, and people were getting emails saying that I published this post, and then they would click on it and they would click the button and it would be like this page can't be found. You know why? Because it's not actually published. And I didn't know how to fix it, so I shut it off and I said goodbye because I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how to fix it. And I tried Googling it, nothing was coming up, other than people complaining about how crap Jetpack is, apparently. I actually don't mind Jetpack. I think it's fine, but for that particular thing, I was like, goodbye, can't have this anymore. So I actually set up something else on my website that also it works the same as Jetpack. It's a newsletter thing, and I made it so that you'll get notifications in your email when I upload a new blog post. I almost said website. I don't know where my brain is. But the way I set it up is so that one email a week will get sent every Saturday, and it'll have a list of the latest posts from that week. So that way you're not getting an email on Sunday and then Monday and then Wednesday and then Friday. That way you just get the one email a week, and it'll list all the blog posts that you missed from that week, and you can pick and choose what you want to read. Or you can just ignore the email. That's fine too. Hopefully that'll make things a little easier. Hopefully it won't break. Hopefully it'll be less emails in your inbox because we all hate emails at this point. But with that said, if you were subscribed to my website, now you're not. So if you want to subscribe to my website again, then please go do that. That would be swell. And basically my website is just updates for my writing and podcast episodes. And I actually, well, that's what I had written down. 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 My short story Sundays, I haven't done those in a really long time. Back in the day, I did them every single month, every single Sunday. But I decided I'm only going to do it a couple of months out of the year. I'm going to do it every 4 months, January, May, and September. Yes, my math is correct. Now, I didn't do it in January because I didn't have the idea at the time. So May, which is this month, hooray, there will be a short story go live on my website. And every single Sunday will be a new part of one continuous short story. So you can look forward to that too. If you do enjoy my short stories and my writing, then yeah, please go subscribe to my website so you will get notified when it goes live. Or, you'll get notified on the Saturday. Whatever, I just explained that. You get it. You get the point. The last thing I have on my notes is the May Writer podcast. That's it. That's all I wrote. I don't know what I was supposed to say to you about it, Other than that, I guess it's still going. Um, we release new episodes every Wednesday. Aha. Yeah, I think that's all I got for the month of May. I'm going to be working on Happily Ever Afterlife. I'm going to finish up whatever I need to finish up and then start the process to actually, bringing it to life and editing it and yada, yada, yada. I'm going to be working on Anxiety, and that's going to be a pretty tight deadline for the contest because that's something else I was supposed to start a while ago. Seriously, my getting sick for a month really pushed everything back. So it's crunch time now. And I don't know how I'm going to do with it, but I'm determined. We'll just see. I'm also going to be working on that video game, which, again, if you're interested in hearing more about that, maybe I'll update some random stuff. And I'm still working on my portfolio, so that's so yeah, I think I covered everything. I went over my books, my coffee page. If you're new here and you want to follow my coffee page for free, please do so. If you like my work, you can, support me by giving me a one-time donation and you'll get access to some flash fiction and any other things that are supporter only. But if you want to take it a step further and join my caffeinated club membership, that's just $2 a month and you'll get access to even more. So that would be nice. Thank you. But obviously, only if you want and only if you can. Take care of yourself first. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel because this is a thing now. I don't know if I'm gonna upload anything to this YouTube channel other than these vlogs. I haven't thought that far ahead. I have no idea how this is gonna work. I'm making it up as I go along. Sorry. Finally, you can now subscribe to my website that hopefully won't be broken, and that's at rachelpoliauthor.com. I think that's it. I don't know how to end these things. I never know how to end these things. So I guess thanks for, if you made it this far in the video, thanks. That's really swell of you. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you around on my coffee page, on my website. And if you just decide to watch these videos on YouTube, I'll see you next month. Unless I decide to post something else. In the meantime, I probably won't, but we'll just, you know what? Goodbye. Have a good rest of your week. I'm gonna go now.